A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the social science class. Yes, in the previous lecture we have started a chapter 8 history. In this chapter we have read about the reformers and some association for reforms. Now today we will discuss about the women and reforms, banning of sati, widow remarriage, education for girls, law against child marriage, and challenging the caste system. So, let us start. So, our next topic is women and reforms. See, improving the position was the main agenda before the reformers, and they believed that no reform could be effective until the position of women was improved. So many social evils were there at that time, and many social evils hindered the process of the upliftment of women. And these social evils were, see, the first one, the practice of widow burning or sati. Next is the pitiable condition of the widows. Third is the lack of education among girls. Next is child marriages. Next is female infanticide. It means that is the practice of killing a girl soon after the birth. Next is polygamy. Polygamy means the custom of having more than one wife. That is the practice of having more than one wife. And पर्दा सिस्टम, दैट मीन्स लेडीज़ को हमेशा कवर्ड रहना होता था, या घर में भी या बाहर भी अपने आप को कवर अप करना पड़ता था. दिस इज कॉल्ड द पर्दा सिस्टम. Now, next is banning the sati. What is banning the sati? See, in this system, a widow was burnt alive on the funeral pyre of her husband. इस सिस्टम में बेसिकली क्या था, एक विडो को अपने हस्बैंड की डेथ के बाद उसके साथ ही जिंदा जला दिया जाता था. दिस इज कॉल्ड द सती सिस्टम. And Raja Ram Mohan Roy launched a campaign against it, and his long lasting efforts yielded results, and sati was declared illegal in the year 1829. Okay, next is widow remarriage. See, in 19th century the condition of widows was pitiable, and they were not allowed to remarry, nor could they attend family and the community functions, because ये माना जाता था that their presence at such happy occasions was considered inauspicious. That means अशुभ माना जाता था basically. And Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, he launched a campaign for the betterment of widows. Okay, and his efforts led to the passing of the Hindu Widows Remarriage Act in 1856, which permitted widow remarriage, जिसके थ्रू विडोज को दोबारा रीमैरी करने के लिए परमिट किया गया. And Pandita Ramabai Ranade was another social reformer, and she dedicated her life to the cause of women's right. Okay, next topic is education for girls. See, in the 19th century the situation of girls was very different to the present time, or today you can say. Girls were discouraged from attending schools. Some people believed that girls who were educated would not find a good husband, and others were of belief that the husband of an educated woman will die young. That means ये माना जाता था कि अगर गर्ल्स पढ़ जाएंगी तो उन्हें अच्छा हस्बैंड नहीं मिलेगा, एंड अगर कोई मिल जाता है तो उसकी डेथ जल्दी हो जाएगी. सो द रिफॉर्मर्स महात्मा फुले, सावित्री बाई फुले एंड ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर wanted women to be educated. So that's why वो चाहते थे कि women educated हो, and they believed that education would give them a better life. So in 1848 Jyotiba opened a school for girls, and in 1849 the first school for girls was started in Calcutta also. And in South, Kandukuri Veerasalingam worked for the education of girls, and he was known as the Vidyasagar of South India. Okay. Now the last topic of women and reforms is law against child marriage. See, during that time children were married off at very early age, and the child marriage restraint act, बहुत सारे रिफॉर्मर्स ने प्रोटेस्ट किया एंड देन a child marriage restraint act will passed, also known as Sarda Act, was passed in 1929, and the act fixed the age minimum for marriage of girls at 18 and for boys at 21. Okay. Now the next topic of the chapter is challenging the caste system. See, a very big problem that disturbed Indian society was the caste system. Upper caste and lower caste system was very much popular at that time, and the Hindus were divided into castes and subcastes, and at the bottom of the social ladder means सीढ़ी अगर हम मेज़र करते हैं, वर द अनटचेबल, सबसे लोअर स्टेप पे जो थे देवर अनटचेबल्स. ओके. नाउ in eastern India, what is the condition in eastern India? See, the reformers of the period criticized caste inequalities. बहुत सारे reformers थे basically उस time के जो casteism को गलत मानते थे, and Raja Ram Mohan Rai realized that the reform of Indian society had to be preceded by a reform of Hinduism itself, and he believed that Hinduism should be free from the control of Brahmins who opposed progress and were responsible for the oppression of the lower caste. Okay, and the other Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Swami Vivekanand also worked for the caste reforms, and Swami Vivekanand believed that the caste was a social system. Casteism actually क्या है? एक social system है and not a religious institution. कोई एक religious institution नहीं है, and the religious text did not talk of caste. अगर हम बात करते हैं religious text की, तो it didn't talk of caste, and what made a person supreme was not caste but his or her inherent qualities. And they criticized the practice of untouchability. Now next is Western India. In Western India, Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Jyotiba, Ramkrishna Bhandarkar, M.G. Ranade and Ramabai Ranade were the prominent reformers of Western India, and all of them spoke and wrote against the caste system, and Jyotiba worked for the caste equality and worked to uplift the status of the untouchables, and he was against the dominance of the Brahman priests, क्योंकि ये ब्राह्मण्स ही थे जिन्होंने ये लोअर कास्ट अपर कास्ट सिस्टम स्टार्ट किया था, and he opened many schools for people considered low in the caste hierarchy. Hierarchy means the graded system, ranking system in the society. Okay, and next is Southern India. In this, a popular leader, Kandukuri Veerasalingam, a popular leader committed to caste reforms was Kandukuri Veerasalingam, and he started a Telugu journal to spread the message of social reform and the caste equality. And Chembeti Sridharlu Naidu also protested against the caste system. And one more, Sri Narayan Guru was another reformer from the south, and he had experienced the oppressive caste system and devoted his life to the upliftment of the untouchables. Okay, and he built many temples in which there were no images of deities. That means ऐसे temples बनाए गए थे जहाँ particularly किसी भी भगवान की कोई भी image नहीं थी, and in the first temple that he was built, his stone was placed instead of an idol. एक stone को place किया गया था particularly instead of an idol, किसी एक भगवान की इमेज के भगवान की इमेज की जगह। ओके, ऑन द स्टोन वाज एनग्रेव्ड दिस मैसेज, और उस स्टोन पे एक मैसेज एनग्रेव्ड था, व्हाट, हेयर इज द प्लेस वेयर ऑल पीपल लिव इन फ्रेटर्निटी विदाउट कास्ट डिस्टिंक्शंस एंड रिलीजियस राइवलरी, कि ये प्लेस सब लोगों के लिए इक्वल है, यहाँ कोई कास्ट डिस्टिंक्शन नहीं है, दैट मीन्स नो अपर कास्ट और नो लोअर कास्ट and no religion based. And he founded an association in 1902, Sri Narayan Dharma Paripalana Yogam, that popularized his belief of one caste, one religion and the one God. And reformers such as E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, K. Kalappam and J.K. Madhavan fought for the right of the untouchables to enter temples. And Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar, was also actively involved in the temple entry system. And E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, popularly called Periyar, started the self-respect movement to fight against the domination of the Brahmins. Okay, now the last topic of this chapter is the fight against untouchability. In this, Mahatma Gandhi started a nationwide movement against untouchability, and he called people of the so-called lower caste Harijans or children of God. दैट मीन्स जो लोअर कास्ट पीपल थे उन्हें हरिजन कहा गया और चिल्ड्रन ऑफ गॉड कहा गया. एंड ही फाउंडेड द ऑल इंडिया एंटी अनटचेबिलिटी लीग एंड started the weekly Harijan. ओके, एंड बी आर अम्बेडकर वॉन्टेड टू एंड अनटचेबिलिटी, क्योंकि खुद ये एक लोअर कास्ट से बिलोंग करते थे, एंड ही वॉन्टेड दैट टू एंड अनटचेबिलिटी, कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड एक्सप्लॉयटेशन ऑफ द हरिजन्स. Harijans means lower caste, and he founded several journals to spread his message. Between 1927 and 1932, he led his followers in a series of non-violent campaigns to assert the right of the untouchables to enter temples and draw water from public wells. So that's why B.R. Ambedkar totally against about untouchability and the caste discrimination and exploitation against the Harijans. So this was your chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.